Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. We are here on a beautiful, cold Monday after having 91-degree heat here in Southern California, San Diego. We're going to go ahead and talk about a couple games that San Diego Loyal had. They played against ASC Albion up an away match in the Open Cup. They won in that Wednesday match. We're also going to go ahead and talk about Kyle Vassell and how much of a beast he is. San Diego Loyal beats Charleston Battery 4-1. We're also going to go ahead and talk about the San Diego Sockers a little bit as they also move on in a incredible fashion. Then we're going to hit up Champions League. Chelsea. Oof. Let Real Madrid get comfortable right where we want them as they go into the second leg and hopefully not suck as much as they did, much as Man U actually kind of sucks. We'll get into all of that and a little bit more. Thank you for sponsoring this Calafino Tequila, Acefino Calafino. Use promo code 2balls20. That's 2BALLS 20 for a 20% discount online on anything you need from Calafino.
That's it. Oh, good job.
I think that's it.
You feel weird, huh?
It feels weird having it on that side.
Yeah.
We're trying something new. And Alan, what do you think of he's driving. This is actually inside baseball. He's driving, audio and everything. So I don't know what's going to happen on that end for this episode. But hi, Alan, how are you?
Good. I mean, I'm excited to see what Chiva does. I know the first time I clicked buttons for some podcasts, it was a little bit overwhelming at first because you're like, I think I got this, and then you start going, and then you forget like half of the things. So I have faith that Chiva will figure it out.
Of course.
As he. Okay, so that's the only power that you have now is the mute. So you're gonna get some in there. But thank you for not muting yourself when putting the microphone down and banging and clanging it. We learn, Chiva. We learn. It's okay. Anyway. We had a game for San Diego Loyal as we are into the two balls underwood portion. Alan, you got a chant from the supporters as you were walking in front. You know, it was two balls underwood. Clap, 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 clap. So thank you. That was pretty cool. How did that make you feel, Alan?
It was the first time that anyone's ever cheered me for being somewhat mediocre at a job. So I really appreciate it. No, it's nice. I really like the community that's being built around the team. Some really solid individuals, and to be chanted at was very special, especially at the first Open Cup match. Right, it's a historical event for San Diego soccer. All of the bigwigs were out. They had the Channel 5 News, the interview guy. Nathan Fletcher was there. So if we're being chanted, I think, that just, puts us right up there with the who's who of San Diego.
Alan, don't forget who you are. You are the most brilliant mind, USL mind in San Diego.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Nate Miller lives here, so.
He doesn't count. He doesn't count.
Yeah,
like even
independent
then, like you were probably
mind.
telling him, like honestly, on the post match for Albion, when you talked to him about like, oh, did you see these results? I think there was a part of you like, hey, like, hopefully I'm informing you. That'd be really cool, But then he was like, oh yeah, I just checked all of them. So, Nate Miller's fast. Like he is quick with that coach, Nate Miller. But yeah, so Open Cup action, the first ever San Diego v San Diego in public. San Diego on San Diego violence is always fantastic. There was some violence in a way in that game. It was a pretty chippy game from our vantage point. You can hear some pretty hard shots, some good tackles. You got a couple of images of Jack Blake just laughing at the Albion.
Man, yeah. So it was a different lineup, right, for that game. Lots of rotations. I mean, you had Jack Blake finally starting captaining, wearing the captain armband. I think for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. You had a lot of the youngsters, Chavi, CJ Faudry,
Guerrero.
You had Austin Guerrero getting his first start of the season. I like the lineup. I like the rotations. I think the matchup was a lot tougher than what Nate and Landon expected. I think Albion put up a good fight. Lots of mistakes from the defense, but at the end of the day, you sending Guido, Amang, and some of the starting players to kind of save the day, right, with that corner kick at the end, and then you have the new kid, Kroll, just scoring a winner in the 89th minute.
Yeah, so. The dying moments. Alan, what did you think about this lineup?
I thought it was actually pretty solid going into the match. I thought it would be a little bit more dominant than maybe it turned out to be. It looked pretty positive early on, but Albion definitely withstood the barrage that Loyal was bringing, and I actually thought they played pretty well. They had a couple of really talented attackers that really attacked the back line. I thought they took advantage of mistakes when they were given, which is really smart. I thought that they maybe weren't as intimidated by these professional players. I think Conway really had the advantage of speed, and maybe instead of kind of playing some smarter balls, I think maybe they just tried to beat them with sheer speed and strength, which is what led to the first goal. Right, just some good attacking play for Loyal. But Albion didn't count themselves out. They didn't get down. They kept fighting. And you got to tip your hat to a team that goes full out. I did get pretty chippy there at the end. As you can imagine, guys are getting tired. Guys are getting frustrated. They think that they have a chance to win the match. So they're going to probably slow the game down, foul a lot more to keep the Loyal from getting any type of offensive flow, especially when they put kind of their more of their A-line guys on there. And then, Guido dropping that dime into the middle. We've got a really good vantage point of seeing Kroll kind of rise up higher than everybody else, which was a nice little visual. I did give Guido a nice little wink before he took that kick. But Guido had some pretty nice delivery. I thought Andrew Carlton had some pretty nice deliveries in. His finishing could have for sure been better. But overall, Kyle Adams was the other guy that really stood out to me too. I thought he was all over the pitch, both defensively and offensively. There was a time where he chested the ball down. If he was a striker, it would have been a goal. But I think as a defender, maybe got a little in his head and then tried to center it across. But overall, I thought Loyal played a pretty decent match. They got the result that they needed. And after the El Paso match, it seemed very much like another one of those win ugly and win in regular time, so you can be rested for your next match.
Yeah, I think nobody's mentioning this, but I think in that goal, in that corner kick, I think Tony mentioned it actually. He told me that could have been called a foul. And it wasn't cruel, but I think it was Voxel that put his hands on the defender to jump up. And that could have been called a foul if you want to play this footage real quick.
Yeah, 100%. And let's just say, there were some calls, obviously, that were incredibly questionable, that we just kind of looked at each other, Alan and I, like, wow, like that wasn't a foul. Both ways. Like, it was fair, I guess, just going either way. It was.
I guess it's okay if it's shitty refereeing, but both ways, right?
Sure.
At least it's fair.
100%. Let me just share this. So yeah, good camera work, Chiva. You're working on it. The craft is coming together. So congratulations on that.
Whoa.
That's
very slow.
Very slow. It's fine. As you see, Guido getting ready.
So, right there, that first one maybe.
So the corner comes in. You're talking like right there.
Yeah, the player in front of the goalkeeper, I believe is Boxo. He put his hands on the defender and jumped up. It's a little wishy-washy if you call that, but I've seen referees call that before. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Alan, your take on this. I know you're a referee expert yourself.
I mean, I think you probably can call it. I'm just not sure that a referee necessarily sees it.
Yeah.
And then Kroll comes in afterwards and gets the header. So maybe Boxel is doing. I mean, that he basically takes it off the goalkeeper's hands essentially.
Look at that leap. Like, that's pretty high up there. Like
this is 100% on that goalkeeper. He mistimed that big time.
But even then, like, that's Boxel's, duty there. Like, as a goalkeeper, like, that's the worst thing you hate. Like, it just, you had it in your hands and it just somehow goes right through you. And it's that split second that you miss the ball and you just, kind of blink because there's somebody in front of you. Obviously, like, the body wants to protect itself at all times and it's just instinct. So you see the ball just goes right through his hands. The goalkeeper knows.
I think everyone as a San Diego Loyal fan just took a deep breath and was like, oh, man, okay, we're not going to extra time. Because if
the only people I feel bad for only people I feel bad for are the security guards. They were, I think, hoping for some extra time, which meant more money.
Yeah.
But it was kind of nice. It felt very much like a quasi home game. You had Nate Alborea on the microphone.
Yes.
You had some of the same security guards that work the Loyal matches working this match. So it felt like a family gathering where you're playing little shirts versus skins out there on the pitch. End of the day, you're moving on. You get to play a big boy team. This is what Landon talked about. Like, you got to win these games to get to the next round. I know people were worried about drawing like an Orange County instead, which would have been absolutely dull because that would have meant 4 Orange County matches this year.
Yeah.
But both teams facing off against MLS clubs, I think is interesting. This is what the Cup's about. And then now you are the AST San Diego, and you got to go out there and play chippy and play tough. But I mean, I think we have the offensive firepower to hang. It's just, do we have the defensive back line? And can Koke Vegas put together a good match? Because it's going to be a good one. And I do think San Diego has the offensive power to hang. It's just how is LA going to play it? Are they going to basically play Los Dos kids, or are they going to put their first team out there, or are they just going to say, "Hey kids, get us to the round of 32," and then they'll put the big guns on later? Is yet to be seen to see how they do that. But you won the game. You get to play a big club in LA.
Yeah, so I don't know where this week I was listening to something about Open Cup and stuff, and they were saying how the difference between, say, NISA, say, USL, like the difference in talent isn't that much. But now, obviously, these are going to be MLS players. Like these are MLS contracts, right? That these players are playing for, and there's a reason why they're there. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where San Diego Loyal stands in terms of that, right? So, like, I mean, if you really want to think about it, yeah, like it's an MLS team. These people are at the pedigree or supposed to be a little bit below, say, Avela, Chicharito, Higuain even, who's absolutely terrible right now. It's the worst. But, it's going to be a good test to see, like, exactly where.
Didn't that kid from Los Dos get signed, Judd, or Preston Judd, what was his name, Alan? The one that scored against Loyal? Did he get signed for the first team, or was it someone else? Am I tripping?
You might be. Well, again, we have Alan, the best in the business, on it. But no, so it's going to be an interesting.
Yes, you are correct. Preston Judd signs for LA Galaxy.
Wow! Did Chivas just inform Alan Underwood of some USL news?
So we're probably going to get to see him play against Loyal. He's probably going to get a starting spot in that game. Realistically, what are the chances that we see Chicharito play, or Douglas Costa, or Julian Araujo, or anyone in the starting team?
I think it's going to be like a San Diego Loyal Albion situation where you'll have one, maybe two of those aces up the sleeve.
Now is like Alan said, is Landon going to be playing the starting lineup? I say you have to. You have to.
Like it's.
I think the benefit of the schedule in this case is you do have quite a bit of time after this match before you have to host Tampa Bay. Like if you flop this match with like the Lou City match, then I think you have a different question in your hands. But I think you rotate a little bit midweek, play a strong team against Louisville, and then see where your guys are fitness level against LA Galaxy. Because it's Saturday, Tuesday. So it's not a great turnaround, but you can go full out Tuesday because you don't play again until Saturday the 30th. So
and it does help that it's in LA. It's not that far of a drive. It's not another plane to catch and go somewhere else. So that does help a little bit.
Speaking of drive, I know the locals are going to take a bus up there, so
maybe two buses
from what we heard if there's enough demand. So hit up our boy Jason for all things events, and hit up the locals and get your ticket.
What's up, Alan?
We're gonna
What's
go.
Up, Alan? We're calling out. We're calling out Tuesday. Is that what's gonna happen?
I'm trying to figure out how to make that Tuesday work.
Games until 7.
Yet to be determined.
Mm.
Yet to be determined.
Pretty fucking determined, Alan.
Oh no.
We're pretty fucking determined.
It wouldn't be calling out. It wouldn't be calling out.
Yeah, because
Tuesday it would be how do I if I make it? How do I feel on going to work on Wednesday?
Yeah, you don't have to call out because you're during school. We're after school.
Ooh, that's right. What time does your day end? Typically,
3 p.m.
And then you're out. Oh, Mr. Underwood, can I work on the piccolo? No,
Yeah,
get out.
No. It's 3 p.m. I do not know you.
That's when we come in. It's like, hey, what's up, guys?
I love that.
Man, but well, I mean, it'd be dope if we're all able to make it to that game. I don't. It's gonna be a good turnout for San Diego fans.
I think so. It'll be fun. But yeah, so then there was another game. So 3 games in 7 days, I believe, in a week. Yes, there are 7 days in a week, Tony.
Good job.
Yeah. But one of these other games, the latest one we're going to talk about is actually against Charleston Battery. Charleston Battery, who were eliminated Open Cup after some stuff against Tormentas.
By the way, I don't think anyone appreciated the title you gave our vlog.
What do you mean?
Like the title you gave our vlog.
Oh, on the YouTube?
Uh-huh.
San Diego Loyal Unplugs Charleston's Battery.
That was pretty clever.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's the wrong kind of battery.
I know, but I leave it
That's
to the
why-
music
that's why-
teacher.
that's
leave it
why
to the,
no one
leave it
said
to the music
anything.
teacher
Wow.
who's like, no, what?
My dumbass over here thinking you're a genius and you fucked up.
No, I know it's a battery. It's in their crest.
Man, I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
I
is
think-
their crest. I mean,
I think we need to find a new third Allen.
third Alan. We
Yeah.
have Alan. We have
don't know if
Drew, who stepped in as Alan. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Like we had to
Uh-oh.
fill the quota at least somehow.
I still felt short,
Alright.
so
You need a slightly awkward white guy with a beard to step in.
doesn't need to have a beard.
But it helps,
Okay.
especially one like yours.
Yeah.
I need those tips. Did it just grow for you? Like you just woke up one day and like, here I am.
Yeah, for a while I couldn't grow facial hair. It came in just like straight.
What year was that? Like what? Like in your life? What point?
21, 22.
Shit.
And then I stopped
Fuck.
for a while, and then it was like 23, 24, and I started growing it. But now I have this like weird cowlick thing because like I wear a mask still, and so now you get this like you can see it like this little lip right here. The mask sits over, and then it like pushes my beard, and it's like weird. I might have to trim it because I don't like it.
I'm screwed. I'm never going in. I'm fine having a baby face, clean shaved.
I need to
fine.
know what Alan looks like. Like there has to be something.
There's
Like-
filters.
Like I know there's filters, but
We're
like
gonna
there's
put a
nothing
filter
like,
on your
like
face.
seeing the right thing. Like
We're gonna try
There's
it.
pictures out there somewhere, but it's been a while. It's probably been like
Not on
yeah,
Instagram.
it's been a while.
it's been a while.
You know, I don't. It's been a while.
But anyways,
Shaved.
San Diego Loyal won 4-1 against Charleston Battery.
What a game. What a match. Another thrashing at Torero. Last year we had the one against Las Vegas. You weren't at that one. Were you at that one, Alan?
I was at Las Vegas. No.
No, the one at home, the thrashing, the like
4-1.
Yeah.
one.
Yes, I was there. The only game I missed last year was the Sacramento game where they scored like, oh my god, it was the best goal Loyals ever scored. I was like, of course, it was the one game I didn't make.
Oh, that's why you hate that goal, huh? That was probably one of the best goals I've seen live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
I was at a marching band show and I turned my phone on like right when it happened, so I saw it, but like not live in person. And I'm like, of course.
All right. Well, starting lineup for against Charleston Battery was pretty much similar, the same lineup against Phoenix after Metcalf got injured. So we had Coque Vegas, Elijah Martin, Kyle Adams, Stoneman, and Nick Moon. On the mid, we have Colin Martin and Alejandro Guido captaining the team since Charlie Adams is still out with an injury. I believe he might play on Wednesday. He was walking around by the fountain, just saying hi to fans, taking pictures. I believe someone asked when he was coming back, and he said, I think I should be fine next week, Wednesday, maybe Saturday. So
Yeah.
we should be seeing him coming back soon. I don't know about Jack Metcalf. When is Jack Metcalf going to return?
Jack is, I don't know. I think it was not the worst case, but not the best case for his injury.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't a season ender, but it is going to take some time to heal up and to try to be 100%. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to throw him back out there when he's not 100, because this isn't the same shoulder injury where I don't think he was, and he is at 100 with that shoulder. It's just, it's just a very, very complicated injury, but it doesn't really affect the way that you play soccer in a sense. He's a physical person. It's going to be fine. But this is, a leg injury. And so, especially for how much he runs, how important he is down that side, I think right now they're going to go and try and be safe with it. But yeah, so Charlie hopefully coming back, and, hopefully this team stays healthy. Because, again, this is an intense run of games that we had. I think we talked about it last week, what the schedule for Loyal is. And now you throw in Galaxy in there. Like, that wasn't even part of it. You kind of knew, but it's still a very tough game all the way to having to host Tampa Bay Rowdies. How did you appreciate this game, Alan? How did you live this game?
I ended up, I was keeping track of it as I was unioning this weekend. I didn't get to see it live, but I did watch it back today, and I was struck again by there's just so many attacking players on the pitch that are good that it's almost not fair that there's only one ball on the pitch at a time. I think the first goal was kind of like that, where it almost seemed like Kyle and Toomey were going to mess each other up. Like, we've seen this before, right? But Toomey, I think, was in the better position with his better foot to get that first goal. I thought maybe I'm still not quite sold on the defense of this team. I think that's kind of the thing that they haven't quite clicked yet. And in previous seasons, this would have been a huge problem. San Diego would have been dropping points like crazy, drawing 1-1, maybe losing 2-1. So the goals against is slightly problematic. Like, a clean sheet every once in a while would be nice.
And Landon said that, right? He wanted that clean sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, a really nice, well-worked goal for Charleston to get it back to 2-1. I think there was like an individual play from them that ended up that he kept the ball after a double team. We've seen Loyal do this to other teams, and then kind of drive an attack and force Kyle Adams to make a choice, and he makes a choice, and the offensive player takes that choice and puts in a pretty good little chip cross, and Elijah Martin doesn't quite get there. It's over Kyle Adams' head, and a really nice header where Koke, I don't think, really had any chance at saving that ball. But I mean, Kyle Vassell is heating up. 4 goals in 6 games. Toomey and Thomas both look good. They both have 2 goals, 2 assists in 6 games. So, between the 3 of those guys, you're looking at 4, 6, 8 goals in 6 matches, with 4 more assists, so 12 points. So those 3 are averaging 2 points a game. That's insane. And that's what was really the big difference in Loyal this year, is they're just offensively really, really strong. And so maybe it's painting over some of those defensive issues. And it's easier to accept those kind of blemishes when you're winning matches, right? In the previous seasons, maybe it's like, oh, we're not winning and the offense isn't scoring. It's like, well, they're getting to good spots, but they're just not putting it together yet. They're putting it together in an offensive zone. That both Kyle Vassell goals really show the strength of him as a striker, right? You have the well-worked, hard-driven pass in that he puts a quick shot, and the other one he does a little like toe shimmy, shakes this guy off a little bit, and scores from outside the box. So I really liked it. Thomas Among looked great as well. I think Evan Conway could have been on the end of the Thomas Among / own goal. So a lot to be happy with. Again, I think defensively, maybe not as solid as we've been in the past, but again, maybe that's the thing that really needs to develop and be worked on before this team is really humming. But the offense is keeping them alive and putting points on the standings, and 3 points is 3 points is 3 points, and the more you keep adding those, the better off you feel when you have a hiccup, right? If you win 3 in a row and lose one, it's like, all right. But if you draw 2 in a row and lose one, it's like, ugh. So I was really happy with the way they played, as far as like a fan is concerned, as far as offense is concerned. I think they let Charleston have a little bit too much, but that happens in a game.
So let me read some stats about that offense, right? So this is per stats individuals over at San Diego Loyal. San Diego Loyal have now scored 9 first-half goals in 6 games, more than any other team in the USL championships, and they've also scored 6 goals in the last 15 minutes of the first half. So as you were saying, that offense is there, but, it's hard to quantify defense sometimes, especially in soccer, but Kyle Vassell, he said, now leads San Diego Loyal with the amount of goals that he has. It was a great goal. I mean, I think you got a really cool angle on this one, Chiva.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it's definitely, like you said on the video, right? One of the goals that we've seen in that highlight reel that they shared preseason. So, like you said, little over the ball, low shot to the left of the goalkeeper. Banger, honestly, and it's what you've been wanting, right? So in the beginning of the season,
yeah,
take more shots outside the box.
Yeah.
You've asked Landon, hey, are you guys practicing more shots outside the box? It's like that's something you guys should prioritize. And
yes, it was.
And you mentioned right now before the show, we kind of have a little conversation. We get together and we chit chat. And you were at training with Alan. And you guys mentioned that he stayed back and was practicing something like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, you really see, that's why I like being able to go to trainings, that you see the amount of effort that these guys put in. But not only that, like, you see it, the progression of it, right? Because at training, to be honest, he was missing a lot. And some were like, yikes, like, this is not good. So it's like almost the opposite of Ben Spencer.
Yeah.
Where you see, a literal Ballon d'Or contender in training, and then come match day, like, he can't protect the ball in the corner. Again, sorry for the slight. This guy doesn't deserve it. Kind of does.
Practice makes improvements.
But then you just retire. But no, like, again, Kyle's is that X factor, I think, in San Diego Loyal, but it's a 1-2 punch, especially with Among there. And I think that's very much playing in the favor of San Diego Loyal so far this season. We did see Among go down, in a pretty hard foul. Hopefully he's okay. And that's what you're going to get when you have a dangerous player like Among, right? He's going to get fouled a lot. He's going to get brought down a lot. And that health and that depth is what's so important, because if you don't have that, if you lose a guy playing against Galaxy, well, you're going to need him for the USL, coming up. So, especially, I don't know. The depth of the team is of higher quality, very much of higher quality than it has in the past. Yeah. But the numbers of this game is also important, because from what I saw, look, I love the kid, CJ, I love Xavi and everything, but at times I was like, okay, like, maybe it's a little bit too big for them right now. And so you again see that development. And it's good that San Diego Loyal has those type of players and is able to use those players. And again, they respectively, hung in there. They also got their chops in. They also got their looks, and at times look really, really good, especially again, my boy Xavi. That kid, just watch out for that kid. Just let him grow like 2-3 centimeters. Like he will be fine.
Moves the ball well.
Yeah, 100%. But a big, high-scoring game. I think it's really interesting to see Toomey getting recognized and playing well, but you don't see, I don't know, he's not the main focal point. And I think that's what like he benefits in. Like, now we have big Kyle the Vessel Vassal, who's powered by many WWE titles and tacos.
Hey, he said it himself.
He did.
That's what did it for him. The title and the taco.
Yeah, no, I
So
really, really, really enjoyed that taco. So I think we
Chavos,
got to do that.
y'all gotta cook up some more tacos for my boy.
Yeah, and I think the Among trade is probably going to go down as one of the best trades of the offseason league wide. Like obviously there's signings, but like this was a trade. Um, and Haji, who they traded, has yet to start for Colorado.
Hmm.
Trades aren't really a thing that happens a whole lot in USL. But this one I think really shows that San Diego was trying to get as many quality individuals on the pitch as possible. I think this has really helped Guido's game out as well, right? It's
Yeah,
taken both Toomey and Guido, it's taken that pressure off of them to be the offensive focal points, where now it's Among and Kyle who are being those offensive focal points and allowing guys to fill in behind them, like Toomey, like Nick Moon, who probably didn't have his best game. But again, this is what makes this loyal offense dangerous. Is Nick Moon has a kind of an off night, right?
yeah,
Wasn't really as active as he was before, and
yeah,
you're still putting 4 in because Kyle's stepping up, because Thomas Among stepping up, because Toomey's stepping up, because Guido's still playing really well, and so you just have multiple options where if someone's not on the pitch having their best match, you still feel like you're going to be competitive. Even that Tulsa match was 1-0, maybe not the best game, but you're still in it, you're still competitive, and you still believe that you can get something out of it because you have these offensive firepower. And that, when Charlie Adams comes back, you're talking about adding some more of that, right? Colin Martin has been a really solid player. So this is what Nate Miller was talking about, of who are you going to guard, who are you going to double team, and it really is 3, 4, 5 guys deep, and you just can't guard everyone the way you would want to try to put someone in your pocket, because as soon as one person's in your pocket, you have 2 more guys busting by you. So I just think they were really smart about finding guys who fit the system, analyzing the weaknesses of the previous years and saying, hey, we were good, but I think we can tweak this to make this one thing better. And I think Nick Moon is maybe I think he's doing really well. I think this is what Metcalf brings, is kind of that ability to be a defender, and allow Nick Moon to be more of an offensive player. Because right now I think maybe he's playing in a role that's not the most ideal for him, and so he's successful. But I think having him on that wing and having Metcalf behind him is great. This also shows the depth of the team that you're going to need to get through the season. We're really showing it right now. And when games are more spread out toward the end of the season, it's going to feel nice to be able to rotate these guys, and they'll be fresher and even more deadly than they are right now, playing, it seems like every 2 or 3 days. And the coaching staff has got to feel happy that these things are, and you're getting those guys playing time. So over the course of the season, they're already sharp. They're already been put in. We've had opportunities to play these guys. If you need to pull up an academy kid, they've already been in the team. They've already been around. It's just, this early season, as exhausting as it is, to show the depth of the club and just how good the depth is this year.
So what are your buddies saying? Obviously you do a couple of other podcasts around. Like, are people taking this team for real? Like, are they just like, okay, maybe you guys haven't played against the best competition. Maybe you played against a team on their off days. Like, what's the reaction on like the USL show or Orange and Black Soccer Cast?
I think on the USL show, I think John from USL Tact is going to have a San Diego specific thing tomorrow coming out. He is absolutely in love with the forwards on this team. He really thinks that the Among trade was really good bit of business. I talked to him a little bit tonight before a short show, and we kind of talked about the front end of the back end, and he's saying, I think what a lot of people are saying, that Loyal on their best day is as good as any team in the league right now. Now we'll see if they can maintain this over the course of the season, right? I don't want to peak early. I don't think they have peaked early. I don't think this is the best Loyal, which is kind of scary to think about. But I think people are saying like they're putting out a really good hot start to the season, which a team like Tampa Bay did last year. and they're counting San Diego as being one of the teams that should be there at the end of the season, that you don't want to get in the playoffs, because San Diego on their best day can go on the road like they did against Phoenix and put together a good match. I wasn't super excited and say they were a lock for the playoffs at the beginning of the year, because there are a lot of really good teams out there. But if Loyal can maintain this for the course of the season, the playoffs and a home playoff game should be the expectation. And I think a lot of people around the league are saying the same thing, as the team as constituted and playing right now is one of the best teams in the league. And again, this is game 6 of what's going to be a marathon season. So, you don't win the cup in week 6, but there's a lot of things to be really, really positive about, that I think that they can maintain this trajectory over the course of the season. Does it mean they're going to win every game? Nope. They're going to lose. They're probably going to lose some games that they probably should win. But I think a lot of people have a lot of respect for what San Diego is doing on the pitch right now.
And I think so. Yes, San Diego is playing great, but my thing is, I don't want them to be that team where they beat the good teams and then they lose the games they're supposed to win easily, like they did earlier this season. And now they play Oakland on Wednesday. This should be a pretty simple game for Loyal. There's going to be rotations. Last time they were rotations in the USL, they struggled. When there were rotations against Albion, they struggled.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's rotations, I'm not too sure what to predict against this game against Oakland. I feel like it's going to be a struggle. Maybe they tie this game. Maybe they drop points. I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. Like I said, the thing is, he's going to rotate the squad, right? There's no way he plays the same starting lineup on Wednesday, on Saturday, and then on Tuesday against LA Galaxy. So I think he rotates this one. He plays the starters against Louisville, who are top of in the East standings. So you already know how Oakland play. You already know their style. You know what they're about. You know they can be a tough team. But you rotate some players. Now, who do you guys think gets a start? Who do you think gets some rest? Or who would you guys put in for some rest?
Nobody. Everybody needs to be peak form. I think that's what
Wow.
Nate was saying. He posted earlier, like, this is what you live for. This is what it is. It's, great days at training,
Yeah, but you don't want to risk injury.
I mean,
Like Guido so far has been playing great and playing minutes, like a lot of minutes, more than we've seen him play ever. Like even for Cholos, even for when he was up in LAFC, like this guy's putting out good minutes. He's healthy. Do you really want to risk that?
I mean, go for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it looks closer to the ASC than a normal match. But I think it kind of depends on where your midfielders are and how healthy they are. I think that's one area you might want to take a look at. Yeah. I think maybe you move Conway back to a striker position. I think you put Carlton back on the pitch as well. I think there's some rotation there that you want to save some legs, because again, the more you push, more injury is likely to happen. But I mean, with Oakland, like the team that had home field advantage last year drew 2 games and lost 7 games. That was Tampa Bay Rowdies and got 71 points. So like, I think it's unrealistic to think that San Diego is going to go and win every game that they probably should. They're going to drop points, I think, at some point against a team that they probably shouldn't drop points. But you do, you look at like, all right, if we had like a 32 game season and you win every game, that's 96 points. That's going to be impossible, right? But if you win all your home games, you're at 48 points, and you draw all your road games, right? You're looking at 64 points. So really that's kind of like the target, is win your home matches, draw on the road. And so if you drop a couple points to an Oakland, like maybe you go in there and you only get a 1-1 draw. I don't think it's the end of the world against Oakland. Oakland hasn't won yet though. This is kind of a game that you're probably gonna get like a 2-1. You're not gonna get this like blowout. You're at home. This is gonna be amazing. But I think you rotate some guys, you give you guys some rest going into Lewis City on the weekend, because I think that's the game that you're gonna want to put a marker down and say, we've been playing really well. We want to say early in the season that we're the best team in USL. That's the game.
And we got Jason in the chat that has a completely different vision for this. He says you play as many of the top players in the game against Oakland. You cycle against Louisville, and then you play the top team against Galaxy. I don't know, man. You want to play your best at home. You want to keep that momentum at home. You want to keep that fortress. You want to go 6-0 at home. Louisville, again, top team in the East. You want to put your best team out there. And starting Saturday, you play players. They rest Sunday. You train on Monday. You maybe rest up or have a light training walkthrough on Tuesday. You go to LA on Wednesday. That's plenty of rest. So I think that's maybe the mindset that Nate and Lander are going to have. I think they do rotate the squad on Wednesday. Not saying that we're not going to see Guido play or Charlie Adams if he's fit already. We're still going to see those play. I'm pretty sure Jack Blake's probably going to get starting spot on Wednesday. But I definitely got to agree with you, Alan. If you drop points away, it's not the end of the day if you tie those games, right?
Yeah.
If you're losing and you're playing badly and then you lose, then that's a little frustrating because, oh, man, like, that's not the team that's playing at home. But if you play good and you tie, that's valid. It's fine. It's going to happen. I'd rather have it be early in the season than late in the season where they start dropping more points. So, Jason, I think we see the better players on Saturday.
Who cares who the best USL team in April is? Valid point. That's a valid point.
That is true.
That is a very valid point. But I think, at least for the Open Cup, like that's
a very Padres mentality.
Hey, he's from Philly, so
I know, but it's a Padres mentality. Is it not?
I guess. I mean, we're doing pretty all right. I don't know about you. The Dodgers are sucking ass, and it's fantastic.
It's all good.
Steve, yes, sorry. I was just going to, go for it.
I was just saying, like, a rotated side for Loyal doesn't mean a weak side. It just means not your, like, preferred 11, right? You're going to have, maybe you get Cameron Riley back out there. Kroll looked really good against ASC. You have him out there. Now you have Boxel, which you didn't have earlier in the season when you went to Tulsa, right? So there's guys who can be put into this team, right? Cameron Riley maybe plays that holding Colin Martin position. And then you have those guys on the bench. You give those guys 60, 70 minutes, and you bring on your starters for the last 20, who you're going to have the starting against Lou City, right? So there's a way to have your best 11 on the pitch at least some point during that match. You would hope that the guys who are there, the next guys up, get you to a point where maybe it's a draw, maybe you're up by a goal and you need to see it out. Like there's guys who haven't been playing a ton of minutes in the USL that I think are worth it, right? Morgan Hackworth put in a good shift against ASC San Diego, ASC, and he can get a good look to give Moon a little bit of a breather. Like I said, there's guys that are rotational guys, if you will, that I think you can move around and put in and still put out a really good, right? We're not like saying, hey, like let's call up Underwood here and we'll send him out as our holding midfielder. That would be ridiculous, right? You're still putting a good team on the pitch. It's just not like the most lethal one. And then with Louisville, like you get one match against Louisville, you want to test yourself against, arguably one of the most successful franchises in USL.
Louisville. Does Austin come back? Oh, first here, Kyle Adams post game Saturday that they're really focused on Louisville.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, as they should be, right? It's the first place in the East. We got 619 Soccer in the chat saying, does Austin come back? I mean, I think I wouldn't be surprised if they tell him U.S. Open Cup, it's your tournament. Like you get the starting spot even if it's Galaxy. I don't care who it is. You get the starting spot. That's your tournament. I like when coaches respect that in any team, not just say Loyal or anything. I like it when it's like, say, Chelsea in the FA Cup or Champions League or anything, and you have Mendy and Kepa is going to be the FA Cup goalkeeper, and you play him in every game.
Fucking penalties, apparently.
But I like when coaches do that. They trust their goalkeepers. Austin is a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So I would trust him even in the game against Galaxy, especially because Galaxy is also going to have a alternating squad. They're going to rotate players.
Actually, just don't.
Wow.
It's a Landon Donovan on a pole match.
Oh, hey, that could be an approach as well. Saying we're not going to try to give anything up against Landon.
Yeah.
But anyways, match predictions for Wednesday, gentlemen.
Yeah, just a note. LA plays on the road in Chicago on Saturday, April 16th. And then they play at home against Nashville that next Saturday on the 23rd. So we might see a decently rotated side for Galaxy. It might be more like Galaxy 2 than Galaxy 1. You might see Chicharito, but he might be in like a LA Galaxy warm-up. Sipping coffee on the side of the pitch. Predictions.
I think he's going to be playing Warzone, man. Predictions
for San Diego.
Oakland, yeah.
I'm going to go with like a 2-1 San Diego win, and I think they're going to have enough to get by Oakland. I wouldn't be surprised with the draw, the way Oakland's been playing against some teams like the 0-0 against Tampa Bay. But I think the team has enough in them right now to ride that wave into Oakland and take a 2-1.
Son of a bitch.
Jason seems very concerned about this whole when you rest player. He said, you focus on Louisville, drop points in Oakland, fight Louis City to a draw, and you came away with 2 points. I think the goal is to win at home. I think we can't go with the mindset
they're undefeated in the USL.
But you can't go with the mindset that we're gonna draw against Louisville at home is a great result, which probably is. But I think Landon's gonna go with the mindset that we're a better team, and that's the mindset that I want them to go in. Obviously, the expectation is a win at home at all costs. So
Lou City 8 goals for, 1 goal against. By the way, in 6 matches.
Anything is possible.
I mean, it is. And a draw for them would be huge. I'm sure they're not taking San Diego Loyal lightly, especially with the different types of looks that they have and the different types of players. Like, I dare see anybody like Kyle Vassell in any other team right now. With his style, with his gifts, his talents, it's pretty neat to see.
To be fair, they've played Atlanta United 2, Miami FC, Baby Bulls, who got a red card. They gave up a goal against Indy 11 in their Louisville, Indianapolis area, whatever that thing's called. 0-0 draw against Birmingham, which they got a red card. They beat Red Wolves 1-0, and they beat Loudoun on the road 2-0. So it's not like they've had like a crazy amount of competition. Does anyone else seriously Galaxy take the Open Cup? I think a lot of the MLS club squads start kind of their young guys, and then as it gets closer to them actually winning and getting a CCL spot, I think then they start to pull out the big guns. Because you do get a CONCACAF Champions League spot if you win the Open Cup. But, Galaxy's playing really well in the league. And so maybe they're going to prioritize the league a little bit. Yeah. But a lot of MLS clubs, I think, don't take this cup as seriously until they're in the last couple rounds.
And as they should, right?
The big guns.
As they should. Is you don't expect Liverpool to play their starting lineup in the second or third round of the FA Cup, right? So you got to remember, this is an MLS team, and their focus is the league. Yes, it means a lot more for San Diego Loyal right now. So you got to see it like San Diego Loyal didn't play their best lineup against Albion, right? Now it's Galaxy's turn, like you mentioned, Alan, earlier. Now we're Albion, and we're playing Loyal now. So that's I think we have to take that into consideration. Galaxy's not going to care too much about this game. Obviously, they're gonna have some strong players in the bench in case something does go wrong in their game plan, and they need to bring in the big guns, say Chicharito, Douglas Costa, anyone that's just going to make an impact in the game.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. But for Oakland, I do see Loyal struggling, especially if they rotate the squad. The way they've been having those rotations, they're struggling unless you again bring in Guido or Amang or Kyle to save the day. I do think they tie this game 2-2 on Wednesday.
Interesting. I mean, I have to agree. Like, this sets itself perfectly for a trap game, right? San Diego Loyal's been on a good run. They, we've seen San Diego Loyal play really good, but there's also been moments where they've played really bad. And this Roots team, going back to last year, has always kind of found a way to be annoying, be a thorn, and somehow make life complicated for San Diego Loyal. So if that's the case for this season, then hopefully we can keep seeing that difference between last season and this season, right? Where we would typically say, "Oh, here comes the heartbreaker, here comes a comeback for the other team." Like, no, San Diego Loyal have maintained; they've been able to keep up. If it happens and they get into that situation and against Oakland, and if they persevere and they move forward, again, kudos to the team, kudos to the players. Like, this is the difference, a different year, it's a different team. They've been proving us right or wrong, I guess, so far.
Well, I mean, it's fair to be doubtful, right? Yeah. Like, so it's their job to have us say, "Oh, hey, we're the best team now." I still don't feel like we're the best team, even if we're on top of the West. So it's their job to keep proving that point that we're in this for reals. We're here to be the top dog in the league. So, and I think that statement is made on Saturday. Thoughts?
Yeah, what do you think the score is going to be this Saturday?
I think they keep I think they prove everyone wrong, right? And they win this game against Louisville, and they look really strong doing it. And I think they end up winning a 2-1 game.
I don't want to say that they're going to lose. I don't want to say that they're going to lose.
Speak your mind.
If they win on Wednesday, I could see them dropping points against Louisville. Do I see them losing?
You don't think they keep the hot streak going? They did go on like an 8-game unbeaten run last season.
Yeah, and it's possible, right? Like, it's very, very possible. Last time you played Louisville it was going to be a tie game, except for a super fluky goal at the end. And
I'm going with the mentality where Alan keeps telling us that these teams are very good, and then they turn out not to be the best possible team, like El Paso. So I'm gonna go with Louisville. I mean, it's the table's there, the points are there, the stats are there, but something about San Diego Loyal at Torero Stadium just feels different.
Yeah.
Like, if you're there watching the games live and you're watching every home game live, you kind of feel it.
There's different energies. Going back to how we felt at the San Diego Wave game, right? San Diego Wave was the most packed we had ever seen that stadium. And you can feel it. Like, the stadium was breathing, like it was alive. It's having a heart attack whenever San Diego Loyal play. They're like the amount of energy that comes onto the pitch from those games are completely different. And I agree with you there. And so hopefully they do win. I'll be cautious. I say they win. A 2-0.
A clean sheet against
a clean sheet against Oakland.
Oh, okay.
And a hard fought 1-1 match at home against Louisville.
Okay. Alan, on Saturday, did you say a prediction or not really? I don't think.
No, I'm gonna go 3-2 on Saturday
with the win.
Offense, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego is averaging just under 3 goals a game at home right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna shock Louisville, but I think Louisville also has some offensive firepower. So I'm gonna go 3-2. I want to see these two teams go at each other. I don't want it to be a Louisville's going to defend and then, try to, sneak one on the road. Like, I want these two teams to go at each other and say, like, we're going to both assert our dominance over this game.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah. So it's going to be hopefully like this past Sunday in the Premier League where the two big dogs just go at each other. Like Liverpool and Chelsea did earlier in the season, these two.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Man U and Everton.
Yes, Man U and Everton. A highly entertaining match where the more people talked about a cell phone than the match itself. I'm hoping for USL, for San Diego, for the neutral, that this Saturday is really a two teams that just go and throw haymakers at each other and see who comes out. Because if that happens, I'm not even mad if they drop points, if they just go at it and try to dominate the game, and Louisville does the same thing. Because I think that's what we need. We need that fun firepower. It's stressful like against El Paso, but it's fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it's a hard and well played game, and they end up dropping points with a tie or a loss, but you can feel that they were playing great, and that's what ends up making Landon feel happy. Right at the end of the day, he likes the results, but we all heard him say it already, right? He likes the performance better, and
He seemed actually rather happy. I'm not gonna lie, like that's the happiest I've seen him after. Because I collectively asked him about the last 3 games. Not easy, and they were all wins. So that's kudos to everybody involved in that. But I finally saw him content with a run of games, and that's ecstatic for anybody else. So I really think that one of the things that is different from this team is the fact that they're able to fight back. They've gotten to situations with other teams where it's getting dicey and it's hard fouls and yellow cards flying everywhere. And I didn't take San Diego Loyal to be that team last year that would fight back. But I want to say Kyle Vassell, man, like get in his face, like get in Colin Martin's face with that beard of his. Like it's coming in nice. I was telling Chiba that they were talking shit about him, about his beard growing game at training, but you got to respect it. You got to respect it.
It was definitely a lot of fun. I think Kyle Vassell really genuinely enjoyed that title belt.
Yeah.
Like I can see him going home and just being like.
He said he was going to put it on the mantle. I don't know where he lives or if he has a mantle, but I believe it's there. It's getting good use. But yeah, anything else, Alan, that you can think of on the San Diego Loyal front right now?
No, we just gotta keep cheering them on, and we're gonna hit a blip at some point in the season, and hopefully it's not till later. But enjoy the ride while it's good.
Choo choo. No, it's fun. It's fun right now. It's fun.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
It's very enjoyable. If you're planning on maybe going to a Loyal game, I think Saturday's the game to go to.
Yeah, hit up the boy Weston for some tickets.
Get your tickets.
You'll be able to get there. Let's get Jason's last second prediction on there. It was. Let's see.
Give me 2-2 at Oakland, 2-1. The Cowers prediction versus Lewis City. And then whatever the Spanish shut my mouth saying is that Tony always says.
Damn it, Osico. Yeah, just shut my mouth up. I like that.
I may have a ticket available for this weekend. So if anyone's looking for a 109 ticket, I might have one available.
There you go. If don't, obviously we're not going to give you personal information. If you know how to get in contact with Alan, then there you go. You should probably contact him if you want yourself or a good friend of yours to experience this great San Diego Loyal season and a great game, honestly.
I heard Alan's about to be on Instagram soon.
Come on, Alan.
I'm going to make your account.
I'm
going to put on the bio, run by Chiva. His account is run by Chiva.
Like that fake San Diego Loyal. That was great.
Was that you?
No, I guess it was somebody that we know.
That was you.
I was in Seattle.
That
I was walking to Meredith Greatest house. It was quite a hike. I'm not gonna lie.
You were going viral on Twitter, man.
I don't know, bro. I was on my phone. But no, it's gonna be a good couple of weeks, and hopefully this team can get a little bit of a break after and get a breather and rest some legs because they definitely have earned it. Yeah, you've also earned whatever break that you deserve, Alan, and we appreciate you for taking over. And El Paso Locomotive game, choo choo. Yeah. So yeah, really appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, have a great night, guys.
You're awesome.
Thank you, Alan.
There goes my hero.
I really like playing with the sand.
The kinetic sand?
Yeah. It's very soothing.
I bought that with my personal money after having seen how much the children enjoyed it. Anyway, San Diego Loyal is
killing it.
A lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot. Hey, the Soccers won.
The San Diego Soccers did win, so congratulations
The boy
to the San Diego
Adrian, who's been in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but him and Cowboy got to go on the field.
So Cowboy, if you don't know him, then you probably
The
have
man,
never
the myth,
watched
the legend.
any type of San Diego soccer because you know exactly who we're talking about. But it's really cool to have them be able to lift the supporter shield. As I'm looking it up in the wrong laptop, computer.
Wow. Ow. Anyways,
Sickers,
yeah,
bro.
dude.
The San Diego
Like,
Sickers, bro.
Soccers are looking really good, man.
So the San Diego Soccers are in the playoffs, in the semifinals. They are going to play, I believe, the winners between Chihuahua and give me strength. Who? ¿Qué más?
TBA.
I hope it's Chihuahua because I'm going to go to that game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk shit to that
To the
goalkeeper.
goalkeeper.
Again, we've gotten reports back that
Portero,
our
la porra te
our
saluda.
heckling of the Chihuahua Savage goalkeeper had some real life implications, and we helped the San Diego Soccers on that
What was
day.
one of the things you said? Like, the worst thing is you have to go back to
Yeah,
Chihuahua.
after we have kicked your ass, you still have to go back and live in Chihuahua.
Oh, man. So
Oh,
it's Chihuahua and Baltimore.
But yeah, so Chihuahua and Baltimore, yes. So the winners of that will play against San Diego Soccer. San Diego Soccer is against. They're like the Real Madrid of this league. They are just killing los Galácticos.
Genuinely felt so happy when I saw that Cowboy and Adrian were down the field celebrating with the shield. Like, Adrian has put in an incredible amount of work.
Los Brujos del 78. Like, congratulations.
And to have a club that respects that and just brings you on the field to celebrate with the players, that's beautiful, man. You don't see that with a lot of clubs. Like, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and they're making it happen. Kudos again to not just the players because obviously the players have a lot to do with this, but the front office people, like fantastic, individuals, and they really, really want to uplift San Diego soccer and get people out there to cheer. We're talking about how cheap it was, right? If you went to the Albion game and you traveled and wasted all that precious gold of gasoline to go up there, not necessarily wasted, but you can go to Pachanga, man. Like we can make it happen. If you really want to go, I should hit up Craig to get us some tickets, and we can hook you up. If first person that you really want to hook us up and hook you up,
let the boy
let us.
619 Soccer, man.
No, we're gonna send 619 Soccer, the boy, the man, the myth, legend for some coverage. But again, congratulations. Not even that, San Diego Soccer's 2.
Yes,
they also won.
Yep.
So it's a history. It's a dynasty, just all the way up and down. Like, it's just celebration on celebration. So congratulations to the San Diego Soccers. Keep an eye on them because the season is not over. They're on the hunt for the Ron Newman Cup. They did win the Ron Newman Cup last year against Ontario Fury.
You were in one of those games.
I wasn't game
the first
one.
leg, right?
The first leg. So this is going to be incredibly special if they can win back-to-back, adding another star. I guess the 16th star in the San Diego Soccer. So
very nice.
Check them out. Get your tickets.
That'd be nice.
Stay with them. Like,
the most successful professional sports club in San Diego history.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can find Adrian on this. The boy and Cowboy. Just, man, let me tell you, like, again, Al was talking about this little community that's happening here. Like, a couple of years ago, yeah, we were there. People were there, but it wasn't as connected. Didn't have a focal point. Boris Pardo with that guy's real good.
Oh, yes, he is.
Pardo? Yeah, like, he is something else. What am I looking for?
Adrian and Cowboy. What am I looking for? Stay away.
I mean, it's 2 Konas in, boy. Yeah, Boris Pardo is like man of the match every other game. It's like, like not only are they good at scoring, but this team is definitely
a wall and goal, man.
A wall and goal. Like, it's special. It's special to watch that guy do what he does best. Like, if you can watch somebody do the absolute best at something, like, you watch it. Like, it's something that is pretty special, and so
that inspires you as a former indoor goalkeeper, huh?
I mean, if anything, I think I was doing the math, and we were going back and forth with Jerry. I think it was reported on Twitter, my all-star performance on that field is what kickstarted this undefeated streak for the San Diego Soccers. If you're out there and you want to validate this, do it. But I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to run with that. It's because of my performance at the All-Star game that inspired the San Diego Sockers to go on such an incredible form, and hopefully for a back-to-back year, raise that Ron Newman Cup.
69 Soccer said, "I'm going to the final no matter what if they make it." Okay, I'm probably gonna go too. I think
Tay, you can't miss the beginning. You can't miss the beginning.
Yeah, Taylor, what's up, man?
Why did you just load, Jason? Yeah, go for that. Soccer's game was as usual. A lot of people actually went for the game from the San Diego Loyal supporters, so it was really, really cool to see and have those people get that perspective.
All right, man. But it's time to talk about the one thing you did not want to talk about.
Yep, that's why I put it on here in the chat. What is your favorite ice cream, guys? Some of you said mint chip. Why a waste of ice cream? I'm so sorry.
Just freeze your toothpaste while you're at it, and
my
just
favorite
eat that
ice
in the
cream
morning.
Is from Pope and Choco Tacos. Shout out Choco Tacos from.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Like
okay, if you had to go right now, it's a hot summer, like that Friday or Thursday that was 95 degrees.
So if I really want to cool down, it has to be nieve de limon, like that neon green. Like
paleta
that.
or like actual nieve?
No, actual nieve, like ice cream, like with a little blue spoon.
Mm-hmm.
That to cool me down.
That's valid. Like for taste wise, though.
For taste wise, like my sister works at Ben and Jerry's, bro.
Yeah,
I get like excellent quality ice cream. Like the butter pecan from Ben and Jerry's, phenomenal. The New York Super Fudge, if I want to be a pig about it, that one. Like it just has everything.
Something about dulce de leche ice cream. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean los boles de ropope, like those will cool you down at La Línea. Like some of the hottest I've ever been is in La Línea.
Oh, para mí un diablito.
Not about that life. Cookies and Cream, ever since Oreo launched their branded version in the mid '80s, very, very valid.
Un diablito, así una bolita de nieve de limón con otra, con chamoycito, tajín, un tarugo. Uf, papi.
Half of our listeners have no idea what that is.
If you've been at the border, you
just
know.
Like Manchester United has no idea what this song is, especially this season.
There's no need to bring Manchester United involved
really
here.
Isn't.
Let's
really
talk about
isn't.
the first game that I want to talk about.
What game?
I guess we gotta go with Tuesday games first.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start where it starts, homie. Let's not jump the gun.
All right, so on Tuesday we had
what do we have, boys?
Benfica against Liverpool, and then Man City against Atletico. I think these games were like predictable, right? Liverpool ended up winning 3-1 against Benfica. I didn't think Benfica would score, but they ended up scoring. Man City was a little tougher than I thought it would be. It was the first time I ever see, and Kevin De Bruyne said it too, a 5-5-0 formation.
Yeah, no, it was
a 5-5-0, and you can see it on the field.
Yeah, it was.
They were playing 5-5-0, man.
It was clear as day. Atletico was a relic of the past in the Champions League, I think. But to be able to hold Man City to a 1, that's impressive. Especially no away goals at this point. Like, it's just a straight-on match. Like,
yeah, like
what?
I mean, it was away, so we all know Atletico Madrid at home is dangerous, and like, I mean, Atletico Madrid can definitely pull it off, but I don't see it, man. I think Man City and Liverpool both advance in the second leg. I think City probably wins, especially after the way they played against Liverpool and they had that matchup. I think City's on a mission to win the Champions League this year. I think they end up winning like 2-1, 2-0 on Wednesday. And advance, and then Liverpool advances also to the semifinals.
And to continue on our quest and our finding out on the beautiful taste palettes of our listeners and commenters here on YouTube, as I don't know what's going on here, as yep. Let's see, Black Cherry from Thrifty, fantastic. No, that's great. Birthday cake from Cold Stone, whoa, very underrated. Ooh, Meyer lemon gelato. Ooh, gelatos is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think, look at this comment. Drop some nieve de limon and tejuino. Tejuino tastes like ass water, but it's all good. That's more for you, buddy.
Okay, but mochi though.
Mochi's pretty good. Mochi's pretty fire. There's one thing that one of the many things.
If you've never had mochi, go to Target or anything. Just buy any mochi. What's your favorite? I like the cookies and cream ones.
Cookies and cream ones pretty fire. The Trader Joe's ones are pretty bomb.
Yeah.
But again, just keep bringing those.
Look at Tony trying to change the subject before we go ahead and go into the Wednesday matches. So, I believe I said this on the episode. I would not be surprised if Bayern Munich somehow lose this first leg and then the second leg end up winning like 7-0. If that happens, I don't know, but soy un genio, la neta. Villarreal is no joke at home.
Yeah, really, they're wrong.
But neither is Bayern at their home.
I mean, 2012 European champions, Chelsea.
Okay, 10 years ago.
Move on. Okay.
You don't see me over here saying, "Oh yeah, 10 years ago, Man U with Rooney and like no, you don't see me saying that." All right, move on.
Wow, that's your standard, like Rooney and Van Persie. Like again, you're young. Like
move on.
You're young. Like Scholes. Oh man, that man terrified me.
Oh, I saw him playing too. But anyways, Villarreal ended up beating Bayern Munich. Mm-hmm. But again, I would not be surprised if Bayern just tears it up on the second leg at home and win like 6-0, 6-1, 7-1, something like that. That's bound to happen. But oh man, this game.
Ice cream, guys?
This game.
Oh, guys.
The game of the quarterfinals. Stop commenting ice cream. Stop commenting ice cream.
Vanilla. Vanilla, when done right, is pretty key. Pretty delicious.
That is true. All right.
But
anyways.
Sounds great, guys.
Karim Benzema, boy. Probably the best striker in the world right now. If you were to give someone a Ballon d'Or right now, you give it to Karim Benzema. And I just kept texting you every time they scored. And it was like, oh, man, you guys suck. You guys suck.
So just to give you guys
I'm sorry, but you do that to me all the freaking time.
So just to give you a preview of just essentially what my Wednesday, right? Was Wednesday?
Yeah, it was on Wednesday.
Well, my Wednesday was like It
was your girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah, it was also AC San Diego's loss against San Diego Loyal. So very mixed about this day, but just to give you insight of what my heart and headspace sounded like. Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema. If you want to sum up this game for me, this is literally my existence, because Karim Benzema,
boy,
dude, like I don't know, man.
What is your goalkeeper doing?
So the best goalkeeper in the world, Edouard Mendy.
I don't know if that's a stretch.
The best goalkeeper in the world, Edouard Mendy, was
not after Wednesday. Not after Wednesday, my friend.
If you play what you play, how you play, like you're playing the best of the best, and when the best of the best are in the best form, there's really nothing anybody can do. Could have Mendy done better, especially like in a
So
situation
you're saying
like
Madrid
this.
are the best in the best right now?
I'm saying Karim Benzema on this given day was the best of the best in any planet, in any setting on the field. Like Vinicius and him are just a fantastic pairing.
Vale verga el Mendy, güey.
Mendy was not in an adequate position. It was a great header. Could have Mendy done better? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one. It's one of those.
You got a taste of a Benzema hat-trick. Man, how are you feeling about that?
So I mean,
this is the Tony that just picked Chelsea to win with his biased ass. Of course, he had to.
We got him right. I mean,
God. We got him right where we wanted.
We do. Look at this. Right. Oh man, like it was a great header. It was a great header. Say what you will. Like honestly, like
this, I like this second header better.
Oh, that's right.
Like, oh my gosh,
just that.
Oh my gosh,
just tapping it. Just tap. It was such a soft
just
header. Like
tap it in.
Just tap it in. It was a really good technique.
Who's Mendy? Ha! Apparently some goalkeeper in Chelsea.
Wow. Ricardo, calmado, viejo.
Tranquilo, viejo. And then Kai Havertz scores
Kai
and
Havertz
kind of gives you hope,
Kai,
right?
Kai is I think in the last 4 elimination games of Chelsea in Champions League has scored, and he's the boy. Like, he is the real deal. Honestly, Kai Havertz is something else. Like, if it wasn't for him,
Is he your guys' best player right now?
I think he has been. Like, he has been.
Yeah.
And it's
I think the last player you had like that you're like, oh shit, this guy's the best is Kante.
yes, yeah, 100%.
Havertz is just a difference maker right now for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So really good cross,
Not that
right
much,
inside. Havertz scores that.
Defensive mistake, miss mark.
Yeah, it was a miss, and again at this point I'm like, oh, this is good. This is giving us hope. Can you imagine if there was away goals? Can you imagine if there was away goals, Chiva? I'm so happy there are no away goals.
I didn't even think of that.
That's the first thing that came to mind. That's why I'm so happy there's no away goals. So Jorginho, good cross in there, and
you don't think you can go to Bernabeu and score 3 goals?
Actually, Chiva, if you want to know my honest thought about that is,
yeah,
I don't think I know they can.
Wow. So realistically,
they can
right now.
We got them where we want them. We got them where we want them. They're gonna.
You can't possibly think like
Bernabeu,
like,
Real Madrid is
you're
not the
being
same.
serious.
I'm 100% serious, Shiva.
Holy
you
shit.
said the same tone last year when we were like, Chelsea's gonna win Champions League, and you're like, oh, we really think that?
So you're seriously telling me that you guys are gonna go to the semifinals?
100%. I am fully on believing that. I believe that with my heart of hearts. Chelsea has the squad, has the talent, has the depth, has the drive with Tuchel and Thomas Tuchel. Ow. Thomas Tuchel, his boys are going to be able to do it. Captain America is going to come up of the ashes and shed all that Mexico funk that he's been dealt with and just hand a clinic in Spain, in Madrid. Like, whatever happens in Atletico, the other side part of Madrid, they're going to be sad anyways. Chelsea's going to come in and say, mira, aquí está. Mira, Premier League.
I am now taking applications for a new co-host, one that's not biased, one that's realistic about their clubs.
Last time I was this confident, what happened, boy? What happened?
Last time you were this confident, your club wasn't in shambles and about to be sold to someone.
And even then, we rise above. That's what Chelsea does. They rise above heinous and
after this game, Rudiger's like, well, I'll look great in white.
Let him. That's fine. We have.
Thiago Silva's just leaving. Old.
Thiago Silva's pretty old. We just sold Christensen. We'll get somebody. Watch. We'll get a Marquinhos. Thiago will talk to Marquinhos and be like, hey, go.
Tony on a good one today. Too much Calafino. This is sober Tony too.
Que fino. Calafino.
Oh man. So okay. So you got Liverpool, Man City advancing, right?
Sorry.
You got Liverpool, Man City advancing.
Liverpool, Man City.
You got Bayern. You think Bayern overtakes Villarreal?
No.
Wow.
No way. Yeah. Bayern. Oh. Yes, I thought that way. Yeah, Bayern wins.
Okay.
Bayern goes through. Yeah, 100%. If they don't, it's going to be a wonderful surprise because then it's going to be Villarreal versus Chelsea again.
It's going to be
Chelsea
wild
beats Madrid.
It's going to be wild if Villarreal advances because then it's 2 Premier League teams and 2 Spanish League.
And Serie A, nowhere to be found, just like Italy in the World Cup.
So it would be Liverpool, Man City, say Villarreal were to win.
Bundesliga, nowhere.
Madrid. That's wild.
LigaMX, MLS, nowhere to be found.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Chivas. I don't know why Chivas are not in this.
I don't know, dude.
Like Chivas should be in this quarterfinals and just competing.
Better. They should be able to compete.
We just need the LeBron James of Mexico.
Who is the LeBron James of Mexico?
Gignac.
No, that's French.
No, but Liga Mexicana.
True. Bayern makes it through, says Tay.
By the way, did you see that whole shit in Tigres that happened?
No, what happened?
Okay, we'll talk about it right now after we wrap this up. So you got Chelsea going through.
Yes.
Shit, man. Okay, Madrid's going through. So we're gonna have Liverpool, City, Bayern. No, Bayern.
Oh, Bayern, Chelsea,
and Madrid.
Bayern, Chelsea.
That's a really good semifinals.
Liverpool,
we got some really good
Liverpool,
semifinals.
Bayern would be nice.
Yeah, Bayern makes it through. I agree, Tay. I agree.
But yeah, that's fun. Is what we have.
So I want to talk about that.
Manchester United being shit. You guys lost to Everton. The fuck was that?
All right, yeah, no.
So what's going on? Just tell me. Like, we don't have to get into it. Everybody knows you guys are crap. Is it just Maguire? I get rid of Maguire and everything's fixed.
So there was a clip on TikTok of someone I saw that when they signed Maguire,
Maguire.
he told fans, and they laughed at his face. He said, honestly, Chris Smalling is better than Maguire.
Chris Smalling was pretty fucking good.
And people laughed, and he's like, can I get a copy of this? Because you guys will see this. I'm going to play this back, and then you guys are not going to be laughing anymore. And that guy was 100% right. But anyways, Maguire is a big problem, obviously. They need to just cut his contract and just, like, the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo
is on this team and you guys are sucking ass
captain.
So much.
Like, the fact that this guy's still
bow
a
down
captain.
to him, say
like,
captain, mi capitan.
I don't know. I think the best thing for Man U right now is just not making any type of European tournaments, bringing in the coach from Ajax, Ten Hag, or whatever his name is, and just kind of keeping a core of players that want to play for the club. And obviously, Pogba already said like he wants to win. He wants to play for something. He's not in it for the rebuilding process anymore. He wants to win. I get that. Rashford is frustrated. He wants to leave. That's fine. Let him go. I think if you keep, say, Varane, De Gea, you keep maybe Wan-Bissaka, you keep Luke Shaw, Tejas, you keep Bruno Fernandes, you keep Sancho, you keep maybe McTominay, maybe Fred. Fred has been playing pretty good lately. You keep a core of players, and you rebuild around that. You rebuild the team around Bruno Fernandes, around Sancho, players that are going to help out. You bring in a new striker. Ronaldo was fucking pissed, and he trashed someone's phone.
That poor kid's phone.
He posted about it, and he apologized, and he offered him to go to another game, and I'm pretty sure he's buying him a new phone.
You better buy him a new phone.
Better.
At least.
Better be. Messi would never do that, right?
At least. Messi would never
himself.
Messi would never put himself in a team like Manchester United.
We've seen goats get upset at fans. All right, we've seen this. We've seen this before. It's okay. Can't get mad about it. It happens.
We just witnessed the first time a professional in the field just say no to a fan, respectively, and then the fan pushed, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" And then they got upset. They were like no, I already told you no, and that was fun. But no, Messi would never put himself in the situation.
But yeah,
Messi would never put himself in a team as low as Manchester United to have to deal with this shit. Straight up. They might not make it in Champions League, but they're winning, the French league. Well, not last year, but Messi
I think Messi's like a few assists away from being breaking the record for most assists in the French league, which is pathetic because it's probably without a doubt Messi's worst season of all time. They've been on a hot streak lately, though. I think a couple games ago, last game or 2 games ago, like Benzema. Sorry, boys. Mbappe, Neymar got a hat trick, and then Messi got a hat trick of assists.
This is what you're talking about with Alphonso Davies?
Yes.
Hold on, let me turn down his music. You're Ronaldo, right? One of the greatest players ever in the 21st century. And what's his name is your captain? Harry Maguire is your captain. Mm-hmm. And you refer to him as yes, cap. Or maybe, I don't know what he says to him, but like, getting leadership, bro. Yeah, I'm not dissing Harry Maguire, but like Ronaldo.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. As you should. Like, he's fucking garbage.
Oh, I'm bad, man.
Like, Harry Maguire's the player that you look at and you're like, I could have gone, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Had we not been gorditos and we've been fit, we would have gone pros.
Or British, man. If we were British, man, we would have.
But yeah, man. And then for the Premier League, we had probably one of the games of like the month and the season so far, man. Man City against Liverpool went at it. And this was such an entertaining match.
Such an enjoyable match.
Like,
2-2.
This is what perfection in the game looks like, man. Like, I think Liverpool got a little lucky. I know they got City got a goal that was called offsides.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that whole rule that if you're leaning forward and part of your body's offsides.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's why Zlatan's nose is always offsides.
What do you think? Should it be the feet?
No, I think the rule is fine as it is.
Okay.
The rule is fine as is.
Because it does give you an advantage. This, man. Oh, man.
Ice in the veins. Ederson kind of fucks up there.
Look at that. Welcome post. 23 minutes into the game. Oh, man. Like, se surró poquito, güey.
Yeah, dude.
Se surró poquito.
I would shit bricks.
Oh, man. Like, this whole game was just so fun to watch. Yes, Man U's not even making Europa League this year. Yes, I know. I know.
Take a gap year. Work on you. Eat, pray, love it. The first half was madness. No, it's just, that's the games that you pay to watch. And as a neutral, it was absolutely fantastic. Aesthetically, it's always fantastic, especially.
This was the best players in the Premier League, best players in the world, two best managers in the world right now. Like, if anything, I think Liverpool had to win this game, table wise.
Yes.
And now they're still a point behind, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let's look at the Premier League table.
Yeah, they're a point behind.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Who's
Liverpool has the toughest schedule left.
We're gonna be raffling that jersey soon, by the way.
Oh yeah, yep. Que no me quedo grande.
Yeah, so 74 points, 70 to 73s for Liverpool. I mean, impressive. At some point, everybody thought that Manchester United City was gonna run with it, and they were, not gonna catch them.
Drew some games, lost a couple games. They have 3 losses in the season.
Anything is possible. I see Chelsea 62 points. You know what I see?
Too bad Liverpool has to face Man U.
That would be
very,
the best
very
thing for them.
soon.
That'd be the best thing. If that would be the best contribution to the soccer world this year.
What's wild is that we're gonna see Man City and Liverpool play again on Saturday.
Wild. Yeah.
In the semifinals for the FA Cup. That's what's wild.
Do they rotate? Do they rotate like San Diego Loyal will? And what they going to rotate?
I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. I think Liverpool goes all out. I think Liverpool's on that chase for that quadruple still. So
yeah, I can see that.
I can see Liverpool dropping points against United on Tuesday, April 19th. And if we do that and we just ruin their chances at a title, that's a successful season for me as a Man United fan. Because I have some good friends of mine that are Liverpool fans.
Yeah,
no,
100%. I see that. Alan's and the Man U
I just want to talk my shit.
Supporter.
Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
I just want to talk my shit, man. But anyways, the Premier League is by far the best.
Bussin'.
Oh, no.
Bussin', boy.
You're too old to say that. I don't even say that.
It's bussin'.
Yikes.
All the kids are saying it. Hello, fellow kids.
Some Carmine Morris last minute miss loses them the league. Dude, I don't know why he went for that chip. He had it.
Yeah. Luis Diaz, what a buy. 100%. Luis Diaz is fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Like if Aubameyang is probably for me the best signing in the January transfer window.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz is a very close second.
Yeah, definitely. And it's wild.
So anyways, before we wrap this up, I wanted to show you this. It's the first time I ever see this happen.
Uh-oh.
It happened in LigaMX.
Oh, boy.
Tigres played Querétaro.
Okay, so
Querétaro Stadium, right?
Oh, not Querétaro again in the news.
No. There's no fans. There's no fans.
What happened to them?
No. But check this out. This player from Tigres, Tigres are playing on 10 men from the 34th minute. I think it was Ayala that got a red card. Tigres scores in the 74th minute, and the player that scored it was already on a yellow card. He celebrates his golazo. It was a banger, dude. He took off his shirt.
And he got a red card.
As soon as he took it off, he's like, oh, shit, I fucked up. He told all his teammates, yeah, I fucked up. And he got sent off.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Yep.
Is this the goal?
Golazo.
Oh, what a goal.
Golazo.
That was a beautiful goal.
Pero el pendejo se quitó la camisa, güey.
So Gignac.
And look at him.
Oh,
he's like, I fucked up.
I was already on a yellow.
Look at him. I fucked up.
I've never seen that. That is wild.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, yeah, celebrating. Hurry, put my shirt on. He's not even putting his shirt back on, man. Like,
no, I mean, ya pa' qué, güey. Hey, hágame casita, güey. A lo mejor no me vio este güey. Hey, Chiva, el pollo versus Chino Huerta, though. Que se vaya a la verga el Pollo Briseño. Me trae hasta la madre ese güey ya. Puro pleito ese pendejo. Ya, y es re malo el compa. Did you see what happened? Like, Chivas in their game. They ended up drawing at the last minute. Like, se lo empató Toluca. Pinche Toluca vale madre ese torneo. And Pollo Briseño and Chino Huerta are going at it. Like, Pollo touching in the head. Like, they're about to get down, right? And
Team. No, saludos a ti.
it's I hate Pollo Briseño. Because he starts talking all this shit. Like, que le echen huevo todo eso. But he freaking sucks himself. Like, he sucks. Look at this. Like, don't touch me. Like, Pollo Briseño thinks he's this entitled player. And like, he's good and all this shit. Like, I respect Pollo because he celebrates a slide tackle like if he scored a goal. But come on, dude.
Yeah,
be realistic, dude. Like,
Can't be doing that shit.
yeah, dude.
Who do we have to thank today, boys?
Ooh, today. I mean, we thank all the people that have been saying what's up and showing us love at the freaking Loyal games.
Absolutely.
It's been wild, man.
Chiba can't get enough of that. It's fantastic.
Well,
Everybody is
the fan,
loving.
I like to think I'm a fan favorite, but you have all the
It's all
important.
yours.
You're the favorite of
It's
all the
you,
important
boys.
people.
So check out definitely.
I got told that it was best that I wasn't here for the interview, and it hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't wrong when I told you that first. So shout out to Calafino Tequila. Again, 2balls20 for 20% off on anything Calafino. Use the promo code 2balls20. That's
Yeah.
20 BALLS 20.
Very upset still.
Drink some Calafino, boys. It'll help you cheer you up. Also, shout out to PB European and Imports. That's a little auto shop in PB. If you need something, hit up Coach Alex. He actually is the owner, founder of San Diego Internacional. The
Hey, catch our
team.
broadcast for those games too.
Yeah, fuck guys.
Next
You guys are
week,
fucking up.
they play at home as well, right before the Loyal
Right
game,
before
4
the Loyal
p.m.
game. Exactly. Put it in the
If we're
parking
able
lot
to
if
make
that's
it
gonna
on
be a
time
thing.
to the Loyal game, you guys could too.
Shout out to everybody who's been helping us out at this point. And shout out to the Big Squeeze Lemonade. Get yourself some Big Squeeze Lemonade at the stadium for San Diego Waves, San Diego Loyal games, anything at the stadium. You can check them out on Instagram, The Big Squeeze.
Yes, sir.
And that's about it, I
Thank
think.
you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you guys.
All kinds. Ow, ow. All kinds of such, boys.
We're done.
All kinds, boy. We're still streaming, boy, and
Okay.
recording. It's all good, boys. They can hear the such, boys. I'm just going to keep going. Ow, ow, ow. What?
So do I press this or
None of such. You can
Oh.
go for it, boys. You can press that, boys. All right, bye.